today we've managed to get the sales director on from DealerKit, Mr. Ian Cooper. So Ian, DealerKit's making a few noises, a bit of wave in the trade. I see your customers regularly sort of like posting comments in various Facebook groups and forums, you know, when people are asking, oh, which DMS provider do you use? Or, you know, I'm sick of mine and I want to switch. And you seem to have a lot of people on your platform who are big advocates.
Yeah, we're sort of now growing by about 20, 25 dealers a month and right away across the UK. And it's all going really well. We've won 5 awards since we started. And I think the main thing for us, it's been built by car dealers for dealers. And we've built it around our own experience and how we run a user independent. And when we go into dealers, and we like to be very personal and go and visit everyone in person, we can talk the talk. We're not just sort of people that have come from university or other trades and have sort of learnt a system and how it works. We actually know the motor trade, so we can go into dealers, and we don't aim to, but we indirectly consult and give advice and sort of, you know, if they ask opinions about the market trends and distance selling regulations and all the little things that we know about. And it's nice to kind of give that back to the dealer network and help them out, really.
Well, I've obviously seen the system, had to play around with the system, and I think it's fantastic. And you can tell whoever's, you know, been there from the off that they do understand the motor trade, and they're not like just software people. And you know, when you've got pain points and you think, well, how do I fix that pain point, and then putting it on the screen and making it actually work, I think it's great. I think he's done a good job. Obviously took a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, and sort of going back, I mean, DealerKit probably first started 14 years ago, and then obviously as it grew across the UK, and now we're sort of just over 300 dealers across the UK, and as far as Inverness, down as sort of Devon and Cornwall, Northern Ireland. It's lovely going out and seeing these dealers. You know, we've got to know them all in person. You build really good relations with them, and when they call you up on the phone, hence the phone doesn't stop all the time. You know, you've got a face to a name, and you know them, you know their business. We get to know their processes, their pain points, and that's where there's a lot of adaptation and flexibility within DealerKit. So we kind of configure it the way their business needs to run. And there's also custom features that we build for some dealers that other independents wouldn't use or don't have, but it suits them and the way they operate.
I just think that personal touch, because you don't get that from most companies. It's like, oh no, here's the system, this is what it does, it's in a box, and then you ask questions, does it do this, does it do that, and it's, oh no, it doesn't do that, and then that's it, it's gone. You know, like I just think the fact that you're even open to that's a really good thing.
Yeah, so I mean in general, we love to work. We've got a list as long as our arm of further ideas to add to DealerKit, so it's continually developing, it's continually pushing forward, and we want to innovate and keep ahead of the game. But a lot of that's our own ideas, but at the same time, we love to listen to what our dealers want. And obviously, we look at it on demand, I suppose. So if 85% of our dealer network is asking for this feature, we think, well, that's got to be prioritised because that's going to benefit the most number of dealers. There's loads of little things that we can do with dealers, and there's so many examples, I couldn't even think to list them all. But I mean, there's little things from all of our document packs. When you create an order form or a handover pack, you can customise what forms go in those document packs, what they look like. We'll do, for example, say you sell warranties, extended warranties. It may be that you want it conditionally adding documents based on your triggers. So if someone says, no, I don't want a warranty, it can then tell it to add a document that says, I've signed to say I'm open to the full risk and I've not took a warranty. But equally, if they select they are having extended warranty, it will add the T's and C's in for that product and that tier. So there's a lot of customization based on what they do. Certain features we'll build may be requested from one dealer, but we think actually other dealers of a similar size or that work in the same way will benefit. So yeah, anything we build, we then release out, and we've got some new features coming that we're sort of testing at the moment that will follow suit.
Can you talk about any new features that you've got coming on the horizon?
So a product that we've been testing at the moment, an item called Auto Entry. So Auto Entry essentially is a great tool. You can use a QR code to open up your phone on your camera, take a picture of any invoice. It'll read the invoice using AI. It'll take the invoice number, supplier. It'll take the item description, the reg number if it's on there. If it's not, you can just handwrite it and it'll still pick it up. The costings, the breakdown of the VAT, and essentially it will then digitalize that into the system. Next to it, you'll see a photo of the scanned document, and you literally hit save and approve once you've agreed that the numbers are all correct and it's against the right car. We've tried to break it with real dodgy handwriting from, smart repairers or dent men. Yeah. It still picks it up. And if you've got multiple vehicles with different lines on them, so say a dent man comes around and does 6 cars, writes them all down, takes it, and it will split each individual cost to each car.
Automatically as well, off the reg?
Automatically, yeah.
How about that?
You can also email a PDF. So if you get a part supplier that always emails them to you, you can give them that email address. They can feed it straight to DealerKit and it goes into there for approval. Hit one click, job done, it's against the vehicle. And obviously then if you're integrated with DealerKit with like an accountancy package like Sage or Xero, one more click and it all goes straight across. So you're not then paying your accountant to double load it, or certain team members within the business are having to do that feature.
How does a dealer that's been watching the show and is interested in DealerKit, how do they go about getting a demo with you?
So the best thing is probably going through our website. Obviously we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, so you can go and find us. We've got a lot of customer testimonial videos, so if people want to sort of get a bit of an insight into some of the features and how it works and customers' experiences coming away from either competitor products or coming from manual systems, there's lots of videos on there. But the best method, if you go to our website, which is dealerkit.co.uk or dealerkit.com, both will get you there. And they can just leave us some brief details, and we'll get in touch. Either myself or the guys will be in touch, and we'll arrange a demo either in person or via Teams, whichever they prefer, and show what we do best.
And what Ian was going to say there was, if you mention that you've seen through DealerPod and you sign up, he's gonna send me, Scott and Martin some PR tokens, some vouchers.
I'll tell you what, I'll do an exclusive. So if anyone comes to us and mentions DealerPod, they'll get 10% off their premium.
Oh,
for life.
Yes, there you go.
That's good.
Oh, for life. Oh,
For life.
we're already in the discounts
10%.
now, Scott. Champion.